sitting there. My seatbelt was buckled. This is racism. This is back to 1955. I up to every black person. I don't give a what color you are.
Hi, this is Alonzo Bowden with another Rebel HQ TYT video, and oh, we got a live one today. Seems Drunken Ken got kicked off a plane. Now, who knows what he did on the plane, but I'll tell you this. We know he had his seatbelt on when he did it, which is why he thinks it's allowed. But Drunken Ken got kicked off a plane, and now he's mad, and he's saying they're treating him, they're racist. They're treating him racist. It's like 1955 because he can't act ass on an airplane or in an airport. And apparently he has some black friends. That's right. He's got a black friend named Frank. Well, he used to until he did this video. Somehow I think after this video, Frank isn't going to claim this idiot as a bestie. Wow. What? Just acting like a complete idiot. Even calls out Trump and Mar-a-Lago. And you know what? Why not? Long as you're in, go all in. As I've said before, stupid don't get tired.
My best friends are African American. This is man. I drink out of the African American drink account. This is my best friend. His name is Frank.
Well, no, Ken. I'm afraid that this isn't 1955 racism. You know why? Because in 1955, you'd have wore a suit to get on a plane. You'd have been more of a classy drunk back in 1955, Ken. Come on. We've all seen those old TV shows. You had to get dressed up to fly. No, this idiot, like so many others, thinks that he's being treated. It doesn't even make sense, but somehow he's being racially treated negatively because he's being subject to the law. Like they're so convinced that the law doesn't apply to them and only applies to people of color that when they're subject to the law, it must be racism to subject them to the same laws as everybody else. How dare you not allow him to get drunk and act like a complete idiot on an airplane and at the airport? And then to call in the Mar-a-Lago thing and say, call the FBI. No, stupid. They don't call the FBI for drunks at the airport. The FBI is busy trying to get a traitor who's hiding classified documents at his house in Florida. You know, the guy you call Dear Leader. It's not quite the same. You're not that important, Drunken Ken.
Invaded by Mar-a-Lago, and now you're doing this. This is so all security. Call the FBI. I don't give a this is so because I'm white. You're gonna invade me?
Here's another thing, Ken, and take it from a black guy who gets angry at airports on a regular basis because airline service will drive you nuts. Black people cannot go crazy at the airport. Trust me on this. You can't start yelling at people and cursing at people at the airport if you're a person of color, because you wouldn't just stand there getting videoed. You'd actually be arrested. Oh, maybe not by the FBI, but the airport police would do fine. And again, the fact that you're calling out your dear leader, Trump, and saying, I'm a victim too, that's what you are. You're a victim. Ken, you're a snowflake. The ones you hate the most. Yeah, you know, the snowflakes you complain about on Fox News, you're being one right now. You're complaining because you don't really have a problem and you've never had a real problem. So you think this is the worst possible thing that can happen to you. Do you understand the privilege you're getting yelling and acting like an like this at an airport and getting away with it? Guess what, Ken? It's a federal crime to yell and threaten people at an airport. You're getting away with it right now. Okay, so this idiot's funny. We'll all get a laugh. He's drunk, and obviously his statement about it being racism like 1955 is the dumbest thing in the world. But the underlying problem is he believes this, and many more white guys like him believe this, that being subject to the law is somehow discrimination. And that's why they always call out Trump and Mar-a-Lago, because Donald Trump being subject to the Espionage Act is somehow discrimination. I'm sure this guy is also quite upset that the Little Mermaid is black, and who knows what else has set him off, a la 1955. Hey, I got news for you, Ken. Black people were yelling the same way in 1955, but they couldn't hear us because, we were at the back of the bus with fire hoses spraying on us and dogs attacking us. In other words, you idiot, this is nothing like racism, and you're not being treated like being subject to racism. This is actually the ultimate in privilege because you're allowed to act like a complete ass in the airport, and I don't see one cop, one pair of handcuffs, or one billy club involved. Shut up, Ken, and whatever you do, don't drag Frank down with you because trust me, Frank is not your friend.